Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your November 2025 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. And with that said, happy damn birthday to you. If you are celebrating your solar return, if you are a November born Sagittarius, a happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return. Remember to fill the day of your birthday with a little bit of everything that you want the year ahead to have in it for you. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So pop those to the side, and your key to the month this month is dun, 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 dun. Let's get a good one, Saggies, come on. You've got the Faith card. Okay, so the thing to be aware of, the Hierophant card, which is what this card is called Faith in this deck, but this is the Hierophant. This card has been very active this month, and so it tells me that on the wider world stage, something around this is unfolding. This could be about establishments, governments, monarchies. There's going to be some big developments on the wider world stage that I think in the month of November are probably going to send a few ripples out. Now, what I want to say to you is this. Because this card is about faith and religion and spirituality, and yours is the sign of meaning. Yours is the sign of religion and spirituality and delving deep into the broader philosophies and perspectives of life and how they really speak to us. This may be a month where you are delving deeply into your faith more than you ever have. This might be a time where you're starting to really understand the power of your thoughts, the power of your prayers, the power of your words. It may also be where on a practical level you're interacting with bigger or larger institutions in order to really start creating the life for the world that you want, whatever that might look like. For your actions and options this month, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Of course you do, because this card actually represents Jupiter, who is your ruler, who is currently in the sign of Cancer, where he is exalted. Your actions are totally aligned, and it's like this month you're really just creating your own luck, right? You are creating your own luck. You're manifesting your own luck. You're not waiting for things to happen for you. This also suggests that your steps, your footsteps this month are absolutely guided. If at any point this month you're thinking to yourself, I don't know how this is going to happen, I don't know where this is going to come from, you know, this is something that I need, you ask for it. Delve into your faith. If there were ever a time to use your spirituality as a guide to walk through life, this is absolutely a month to do that. When it comes to the options that are available to you, you're going to see that the things that you need, the people that you need are going to show up for you when you ask for them. You add to this the Hierophant card, and wherever you are interacting with authorities, bigger or larger institutions, governments, hospitals, doctors, etc., anywhere that you're interacting with those kinds of situations, you will see that things are absolutely swaying in your favor. For your communications and conversations, you have the Five of Cups. Okay, so it's not the easiest of cards. When it comes to the work sector this month, it's likely that there's something that you're going to be phasing out. My feeling about this is it's actually creating a lot more space and freedom for you to do the things that you really want to do, but more importantly, to do the things that are actually going to move the needle for you this year. When it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, I really hope I'm wrong on this front, but you could be saying goodbye to a lecturer or a teacher, somebody that you probably really care about, right? Because the fact that it shows up, because this card is about mourning, so you know, I'm hoping that they're just leaving and that they're not passing away, but you might really feel the absence of this teacher or this lecturer or mentor or coach or guru. Another way that this could show up as well is that the faith in the institution that you are studying with could be knocked in some way, shape or form, and I really hope again that that's not the case. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, you might be seeing your employment very differently this month, and for a lot of you it would not surprise me for you to kind of say, like for a lot of you to say, you know what, this no longer feels like the kind of establishment that I want to work in or for. What I can tell you is, as quickly as you make that decision, is as quickly as the something or some position or even a possibility opens up for you as a result of that. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, something in or around your business that you're letting go this month, there's something that you're truly kind of saying, you know, this has kind of seen its heyday, so to speak. If you are attached to or connected to a bigger or a larger institution, my feeling around this is you will probably want or need to, you might be parting ways with them, right? And I want you to what I want you to know, and I think this is really important for you to know, if this company or this partnership makes up a large percentage of your business, try not to panic so much, because you will be able to replace this. In fact, you might find that because you've got more time and more scope to spend on your other clients or the other parts of your business, they actually in turn really start to flourish. It's kind of like that thing, like, you know, when somebody loses one of their senses, all of the other senses really go into hyperdrive in order for that person to function properly. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, I touch wood, and I really hope I'm wrong on this, but I would not be surprised to find out that you are attending a funeral this month. And I really hope I'm wrong on that front. For your love and relations, you have the Eight of Swords. If you've been feeling a little bit hemmed in by a relationship matter or issue, this month you really do need to open up the dialogue around it. It's not going to be easy, right? It's the Eight of Swords next to the Five of Cups. Conversation and communication is already going to be challenged. However, you have the Wheel of Fortune that is guiding your footsteps. So if one day, let's say for those of you that are partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, maybe you end up opening up a subject with your partner and it gets a little bit tense or whatever, and you think to yourself, you know, why the fuck did I say anything? This is because the universe is pushing you to say these are the things that need to be cleared so that you can truly move forward. That doesn't mean that the relationship is coming to an end. What it means is that some situation that has made you feel like you're stuck or bound or not able to move forward, or maybe not even able to express yourself in some way, it's like you're just able to step back from it and say, okay, you know what? Yeah, this conversation was not easy and it sucked a little bit, but actually I feel a lot better, a lot brighter, a lot lighter about the relationship. For those of you that are single and looking, I'll be honest with you, I think you have so many other things to be focusing on this month. Love life is not going to be one of them. The thing with the Eight of Swords as well, be careful, because at this moment in time, you know, you might be a little bit more vulnerable than you care to admit. And sometimes when we're in that situation, we can end up attaching ourselves to people who, you know, once they get their hooks in, they kind of don't let go. For your money and materials, you've got the Devil card. Please watch out for overspending this month, especially where it comes to big or large purchases. You just want to make sure that you're getting what it says on the tin versus what somebody is trying to sell you, right? And what I mean by this is, the Devil card is like, you could just see the part of it that you want or the part of it that you like, but not really looking at the fact. So let's say you're going to buy a car and it's like your dream car. So you're just like, no, I don't care, I'm having it, you know, and it's like you haven't really checked under the hood. You haven't kicked any of the tires to see if it's, do you know what I mean? Like you could just be seeing, you know, seeing stars because you're seeing the thing that you want. And maybe, just maybe, this is that more about Sagittarius that's speaking, rather than the fact that this is the right thing for you. Because you've got this with the Devil card as well, I want you to be very mindful of where you're getting into financial contracts with other people. You know, any financial partnerships, connections and collaborations, you want to be really mindful of. I will also say, in a business context or a large purchase context, you want to make sure that the other party is absolutely above board and within the bounds of the law of whatever they're doing. There's a few reasons for this. I'm not going to go into them, but yeah, I just want you to be a little bit extra careful. And I will say as well, if you're, for a select few of you, If you're in a partnership where someone uses money to gaslight or to control or to manipulate, right? This month you're going to see through that, and it might be really, really uncomfortable. So I'm just going to say be very, very careful this month, especially around anything to do with financial relationships. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, what you want and need is becoming a lot more evident to you. And, you know, I'm not saying don't pursue that or don't pursue pleasure. What I'm saying is be mindful that sometimes the things that we feel like we want in the moment will scratch the itch then, but after they make us feel really, really shitty. And I'll give you an example. As anyone knows, I'll be the first person to tell you, I'm an absolute sugar junkie. And I used to be a junk food junkie. I'm not as bad anymore, but those things they're moreish, right? And you have them, and then after you're like, ugh, you know, I feel awful for doing that. This could be something along those lines. So watch your vices this month, whatever they are. This is a month to pray your way through it rather than just sort of drink or, you know, sleep or, you know, drink or smoke or whatever it is that you do. Like, be careful this month because your vices could really get the better of you. When it comes to your home and environment, this Devil card, a lot of you could just be like, no, I'm staying home. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do anything. It's like you could be really just shutting yourself away this month. Again, nothing wrong with that, but it does get addictive. So just be careful. All right, your gate 53 and opening. There are opportunities this month. I'm sticking with this Wheel of Fortune. I do think that there are going to be some great opportunities available to you this month, so look out for them. The other thing is as well, whatever the challenges are that arise this month, they really are about pushing you forward through real self-honesty and, you know, and really radical accountability for anybody that you're tied to. I feel sorry for people that are trying to hoodwink the Saggies this month because it's not going to end well for you. With that said, take care, have a wonderful birthday, and I also want to say stick around, stay tuned for the 2026 stuff. I have got everything from paid from free to paid and back again for all of you. There's something for everyone this year, and I think you are really going to love what I'm bringing. All right, so stay tuned, and I will speak to you soon.